You know what? I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this. Live and let live, man. You know, I don't have any problem with people. Do you know why people make Abridged series? Because they love the original, right? That's why you do it, because you love it. Why did I make Star Trek? Because I love Star Trek. You know what I mean? I've been in several little parody movies and films. I did a live action parody on Futurama, where I played Zap Brannigan. And it was delightful. And I even have a picture downstairs. If you come down to the table and you're like, I have to own the Zap Brannigan picture, I will pull it out for you. It's terrifyingly beautiful. And then I did a Deadpool live action called Deadpool the Musical 2. I played Captain America. I did a Fallout parody series called Nuka Break. So my point is, since I was a little boy, right? I told you, Raymond, since I was a little kid, I was making all Star Trek movies. I was doing things to express my love and fandom for a particular thing. These Abridged series are nothing, they're the same thing. There are people who love Yu-Gi-Oh! Or love Digimon, or love Full Metal, or love Dragon Ball, and they want to feel like they're part of it. So while some people may be like, oh, that's stupid. I'm not for Abridged series. Why? Leave these kids alone. You know, I mean, let them express their enthusiasm about something. You know, I have no problem. In fact, people often tell me, have you seen the 50% off one about free? I've had 1,000 people tell me that's the funniest thing. They're like, have you seen 50% off? And I'm like, I haven't yet, but I will, I promise, because I hear it's really funny. So I'm all for them. I have no problem with them. As long as they're not like dirty. I don't really, you know, I don't personally, I don't appreciate when people take characters, you know, and put them in pervy situations, you know what I mean, or kind of turn them into something kind of, you know? But that's just me. I'm not dissing you. Angelique, if you like that stuff, God bless you. See, but for me, this is just not my cup of tea. And you know what, guys? Can I take a minute to tell you something? People have trashed me over the years. Oh, he's a homophobe. He's homophobic. You know why they say that? Because I'm not a Yowie fan. I'm sorry. Guess what? I'm allowed to like what I like too. Just like you, right? I mean, why, you know what? If you like Yowie and I don't, guess what? That's just fine. You don't have to love everything I love. I'm not going to hate you because you don't love everything I love. I'm not going to trash you. I'm not going to get online on stupid social media and tell the world that make up all kinds of names and call you all kinds of names because you don't particularly care for what I care for. Takes me right back to your question, dude. Live and let live, right? If you like subs, don't trash people who like dubs. You know what I mean? And if you like dubs, don't trash people that like subs. Allow people to like what they like. You know where that comes from? It's insecurity, people. It's people that are insecure and they want you to like everything they like. And if you don't, you're evil. And you must be destroyed. The sad reality is there are people like that in the world. If you don't agree with every single thing they think, you must be destroyed. That's terrifying. And I gotta tell you guys something. Social media has really contributed to that. Because it allows people to sit in the comfort of their homes behind their screen name, so you don't even know who they are. You don't know where they live, and they can sit on their bed at a little computer and destroy you from 5,000 miles away. substance. They don't need any kind of accountability. They can say whatever they want. That's terrifying. And nobody's safe. If Angelique had a best friend and Angelique inadvertently, accidentally did something that hurt her best friend's feelings, and her best friend goes back to Facebook or freaking Twitter and you know what I mean, or Instagram or name it, whatever, and starts talking about what a horrible, horrible, horrible person she is, and then even makes up stuff because she's so mad. Well, now suddenly poor Angelique is fighting for her life because she upset somebody and didn't even mean to. Which brings me to this. You guys, please be voices for good. There are way too many people in the world that just have too much time on their hands, and they're unhappy with their lives, or they're unhappy with themselves, or they want something they don't have, or they don't like that you have something they don't, or they're just disgruntled, and they're looking for something to be offended about. They're looking for something to be outraged about. There are those people, and you know what? I firmly believe, I believe with all of my heart, that there are many more good people in the world than there are those kind of people. Unfortunately, the good people are usually silent. Like the good people are good people. They go about their lives and they have friends, you know what I mean? And they do their jobs and they have fun with their friends. And they don't, you know, they don't really get into that kind of stuff. But I want to encourage you guys to be a voice for good. Wherever you can, in your own circle, look for places to be a positive influence. To say something encouraging, to say something nice, to help somebody. Be positive, be a light, okay? Let's try to do that, because there are a lot more of you than there are of the negative people, okay? Am I out of time? Am I really? I have 4 minutes, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Sorry. Was that too preachy? I hope you guys don't mind, because that's important stuff, you know what I mean? And this is the world we live in, guys. This stuff happens. So, yes, my dear. Hi. I love your shirt. Ewan Toby. I love it. What's your name? Hi, Lana. Yes. What's your question? Emotionally challenging or physically challenging? Well, probably Ed's been the most emotionally challenging. But I wouldn't even, when you say challenging, you almost think negative. You know what I mean? Like it was hard. It wasn't hard. It was awesome. Because if you're an actor, you want to play those roles, right? If you're an actor, you want to play roles that are emotional and that move you, right? And that require you to just let it all out, right? It doesn't require, I'm playing, this character that I'm playing is a man who sits on a bench and reads a newspaper all day. Well, that's not going to require much, is it? But when you start talking about a little kid whose dad left them when they were young, and then his mom dies, and then he and his brother try something stupid that they shouldn't have tried, but they miss their mom, and he almost loses his brother and loses his own arm and leg. Now you're talking serious, right? I mean, and then they try to go out and find a philosopher's stone to be able to get their bodies back. I mean, that's challenging. What does it feel like to have your arm ripped from your body? I don't know. Do any of you? So how do you portray that? See what I'm saying? That's emotionally challenging. And some of the scenes in Full Metal were very emotionally charged. I was in tears a lot during that show, genuinely. Physically challenging, Broly. for the reasons we've already discussed. Remember 25 and 500? Remember that part? Yeah. And then I also played a character in Digimon. I played Matt in Digimon. But then there was an episode of Digimon Tri where there was this character named Mad Leomon. And he was a giant lion robo kind of a thing. A mecha kind of a thing. Lion. And he made Broly look like a 10-year-old kid. Like he was, Matt Leomon was, I mean, he was really physically taxing on the voice and the throat. Thank goodness that he died quick. Broly will never die, but Matt Leomon only had a handful of, lines and yells and screams and fighting, and then he was gone. But I was like, oh, thank goodness, because I couldn't have done that for very long.
1 minute.
1 minute! Last question. I think I remember your name. Is it Nancy?
Yeah.
People think I'm going senile.
I wanted to ask what was your weirdest fan encounter?
Weirdest fan? You know what? I have not had a lot of weird fan encounters. I often hear other voice actors talk about weird fan encounters, and I'm like, wow, you get the weirdos, don't you? Because I've not really had any of those. Many years ago, and this story is well documented, so if you've heard it, I'm sorry. But many years ago, Many years ago, I was at a convention in Corpus Christi, Texas, and we finished the panel, and I was talking to somebody up at the stage like this, and there were a group of kids in the back corner. And then I kind of noticed out of the corner of my eye, one of them, a girl from the group, came walking up. And she tapped me on the shoulder, and I said, hi. And she said, can I ask a question? I said, sure. She said, can I lick your hand? And I'm like, ooh, no. Oh, sweetheart, no. And she started crying. And I was like, oh, God. Right? Now, this is the kind of thing social media would have a field day with, right? Vic Mignogna makes fans cry. And I'm like, sweetie, please stop. What's wrong here? Here, take my wallet. Just whatever. Please. Just stop crying, right? And I'm like, what's wrong? And she said, she pointed back to her friends, and her friends are back in the corner like this. And she's like, my friends, she said, I bet my friends all of my money that I had that you would let me because you're so nice to your fans. And I told them you would do it, and now I've lost my money. She went for it. She went for it. Okay, now here's the fun little cherry on top to that story. Like 10 years later, 15 years maybe, I'm at a convention, and a girl walks up to my autograph table and goes, hi, remember me? And I'm like, she's like, I met you at a convention 10 years ago. I'm like, oh, sweetheart, that was 100,000 people ago. For me. No, and she goes, let me give you a hint. I was like, it's you! And she's like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry that I did that. It was really weird and everything. But, so in all the years and the hundreds of thousands of people, that may be the one weirdest fan experience I've had. It's hard to top that. Please don't try. Okay? Thank you guys so much. Come down and see me downstairs. Yes, hey, let's get a picture real quick. He's going to go up here and take a picture. So everybody, have a seat real quick. Yeah, get in here.
Get all together, man.
All together.
Okay. Go. Go on. Take it.